Heidi ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Adventure. I just kind of got off of finishing the recording of Goemon, because it did take me longer than I anticipated. We leveled up. I did kind of neglect to put in some closing thoughts on the game because of circumstances beyond my control, but I really did have a lot of fun playing it. I just regret a lot of the circumstances that came up in the final part. I'm not going to go off into too much detail about what exactly happened. You'll just pretty much have to see, because I'm not going to ruin it and make it so that you don't want to watch it at all. But I mean, it's just the last part stuff goes wrong. And that's all I'm going to say. Oh, I guess the map doesn't come up here. Anyway, when we left off in Final Fantasy Adventure, we went off into this marsh cave, and with the help of Man here, we are attempting to retrieve a mirror that will hopefully help us to find out what happened to Yuki at Ket's. But we did get the sickle, which is a fairly important item, because it allows us to slash at stuff like that. And I need to get that Mattock out of there. Use one of these 50 million cure potions I got from the lizard men when I was leveling up that one time. But like we saw in the last part, we can use the sickle to get rid of these plants. Sometimes it really doesn't do much. But, doesn't even get rid of them. But it is still pretty important to have. We will be needing to get rid of some of those things. There's also another weapon that we're actually going to be getting in this dungeon, I believe. Yeah, I think we do get it here. So we are going to be getting two weapons. Including the sickle. But, yeah, that will actually help us out tremendously, too, because it'll help us save on Mattocks. Just kind of going through and testing the walls, making sure that there are seeing which ones we can destroy and whatnot. Probably shouldn't be using all of these cure potions, because I'll probably need some backup if we ever run into because there's a boss in this. I'm not going to reveal what the boss is, because it's not like it's not like it's like overly spoilers or anything. But I just don't want to. I do that way too often. I talk about stuff I really shouldn't be. I have the iron shield equipped, right? I think an iron shield, yeah. And that is locked. Do I have any keys left? I know I've been in there before, it just isn't showing up on the map for whatever reason. Yeah, this is where I got the iron shield. Oh well. That's alright. It's not like keys are finite. We can always go out and buy more if we need them. Ah, poisoned. I'm actually going to use Cure. More Mattocks. We don't really need more Mattocks. Mattock. Ugh. I don't use that word very often. I mean, I do know that there are technically differences between a Mattock and a pickaxe, but normally I just say pickaxe. But yeah, there are differences. I think Mattocks have like that flat edge on the back, whereas they have the pick edge and then they have like a flat edge on the back. That's what a Mattock is. Whereas pickaxes technically have the pointy end on both ends of it. We do not need this many Mattocks, like, at all. I think I'll like sell some when we get to the next time we get to a store. But yeah, even with the circumstances, I really am excited to be putting Goemon up there. It was a fun trip while it lasted, and while bad stuff did happen in the end, I was still glad to be able to play it again. I don't know if I'd LP any more N64 games on emulators because at least the one I use had a lot of frame rate issues, and not just with not just considering that there was recording software and stuff on, like just in general it has frame rate issues. But you know, I was able to get over it for the most part. But all in all, most of the N64 games I have planned are like Zelda and stuff, and I have those on downloaded on my Wii, so I can just like hook my Wii up to a capture card of some kind and play it that way. We don't have a way to get rid of these, do we? Let me try some of my other weapons, because sometimes other weapons will work. I know the axe doesn't work. Let's try the sword. The sword works. Good to know for the future. The sword worked. It needs to be charged up. I don't think I really charged mine up before, so... Okay. Let's try it now. Now it's charged up. Why didn't it... Was it because man was in the way? Oh well. He's just gonna bounce over there, so, screw him. What we need to do here is we need to use a mattock and get rid of these rocks so we can actually get past this, these ice tiles. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of all of these rocks, if only to use up these mattocks, because like I said, we don't need like 3 or 4 stacks of these things. Ooh, this is the way to the boss. Actually, going to go ahead and unequip that mattock. I'm going to equip the cure spell. You don't have anything to do in it. It is still, though, it's... Oh yeah, you can... I thought I got the Morning Star here. Well, I guess you only ever get one item per, or one weapon per dungeon at the very least. Anyway, this is the Hydra Dragon, I think it's called. It's not, yeah. I think it's susceptible on the heads, but not anywhere else. Yeah, that's what it is. You have to hit the heads. And with a lot of these boss battles, like with fighting a lot of enemies, they are pretty erratic. They don't really have any pattern to them in this game. So it's basically just how long you can last using heals and stuff like that. Just make sure to use heals when you can, and keep your HP up, and you should be fine. It also helps if you actually have someone in your party who can heal you. And in this case, I have Man, who doesn't actually, you know, heal or anything. He just kind of shoots the Nuke spell in several directions, and it doesn't actually hurt the dragon at all. But if I had Yuki in my party, I could use her to do the regen thing. Found the magic book of fire, so we learned the fire spell. And we got the mirror. Show it to the guy at Ket's. He'll scream and show his true colors. Bye! And then we just automatically leave the dungeon. Now, before we go off and actually, because Ket's is a dungeon all on its own, too. But before we go ahead and do that, I'm going to heal up. I should probably do some grinding, too, but... No, the boss at the Ket's dungeon is pretty easy. Well, I just leveled up again, so we're at level 8 or 9 now? Level 8 now. Pick Wisdom. All of our stats are at 10. Where am I at? Well, let me check. Was that level 8 or 9? Because I don't know if it changed it. Oh, it's level 9 now. Okay. Level 9 should be plenty. plenty good. And I really don't have to heal up, because I just leveled up. I am going to save it like I should be doing, like, all the time. But keep forgetting to. Welcome to Cats, rooms ahead are occupied, blah blah blah. My friend, no I do not know her. I think we actually have to physically use the mirror on him. Maybe here it is. We can get rid of that bronze key too, we don't need that anymore. Oh, it's like having you have to have a key set up to the B button in order to open locked doors, so it's like that. We have to have the mirror set up to the B button in order to actually talk to him, and that mirror. And he's a werewolf. But it's like, you know, the fight with the jackal. It isn't technically really a boss battle, it's just, you know, you're fighting an enemy. And you don't really fight a lot of, I think werewolves do kind of show up as an enemy later on, too. Now we have, owls and pumpkins. Owls put the dark status on you, which is, as you can see, completely useless. I can still see myself and the enemies, so that's all that really, that's all that really matters, so I don't see what the big deal is. Now these, bubble guys are actually susceptible to the fire spell, but I really don't want to waste my, MP. The zombies, however, I might actually have to change my weapon in order to get them. The mice can poison you as well. Are they susceptible to weapons at all? Because I know some enemies are susceptible to some weapons and some aren't. Oh yeah, there was the whole thing about the iron helmet I forgot to go back and get. I'm actually not going to worry about that, because in the next town they sell iron helmets there too. So I'll just, you know, brave having one less defense than I could have. I'm going to heal myself, and then going to run up the fire spell. The fire spell homes in on enemies, unless it goes off the screen, then it doesn't home in on enemies at all. Now, Wisdom Stone. I don't know exactly what that does. We can try it. It makes my wisdom go up temporarily? Yeah, it makes my wisdom go up to 25. So that's good for magic. Speaking of, put the fire spell up on there. So I'm going to use my MP for fire, and then if I need to heal myself, I can just use some of the cure potions I have left. How many do I have, by the way? I think I have like 3. Oh, no, I have quite a few. So that works for me. I'm going to save it here, too. Remember, save is on the select button. Save often in this game. As we've seen before, it can be detrimental, very much detrimental, if you do not do so. Ooh, and the mice drop cure potions, too. I know there is a Mattock wall over there, but I really don't feel like doing anything with that. Usually if I know that there's a broken wall... Ooh, ethers are fine, too. Usually if I know that there's a broken wall or something like that, I'll go explore what I can first, and then go back to it. And the slime things, the bubble things drop pillows, which put enemies to sleep. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the video here, because we're almost at time, and when we come back, we will continue exploring the Ket's dungeon. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?